Sodexo Foundation has a history that we're very proud of investing in small, innovative, startup nonprofit ventures that have gone on to greatly expand their reach and their impact. I don't think anybody personifies that better than our keynote speaker tonight, Ben Simon. In 2011, Ben founded the Food Recovery Network nearby here at the University of Maryland, College Park. Had a very simple mission: collecting food that went unused from the school's cafeterias and getting it to people in need. It started with 3 students on one campus, recovering about 200 pounds of food a day. Now, with support from the Sodexo Foundation, this organization now operates in 150 colleges in 35 states and the District of Columbia, and in the last 4 years, they've recovered 800,000 pounds of food. But Ben's story and the success of the Food Recovery Network is more than just the numbers. It's about the people they've helped and the change that they've created in the communities that they serve. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the founder of the Food Recovery Network, Ben Simon.
All right. Thank you so much, Bob, and thank you for that lovely video. That was amazing. How's everybody feeling tonight? Feeling good? All right. All right. Now, table 21, we have a plate of watermelon. Could you just please make sure that nobody comes around to take it? Just want to make sure we have no food waste. No food waste tonight. So, as Bob mentioned earlier, as we treat ourselves to this amazing dinner tonight, let's not forget, why we're here, which is the 50 million Americans who are struggling to put food on their table. Fewer people are aware of the role that food waste has in creating this hunger problem in America. Does anybody happen to know what the #1 item in America's landfills is? Food. That's right. 40% of America's food is wasted. As a student at University of Maryland a few years ago, my co-founders and I saw this problem. We were students learning about this problem on a global scale, this really big problem. And when we witnessed this happening in our dining hall, we saw the food, and you saw in the video it was pizza. It was pizza. I love pizza. And it really was. It was like a whole pie of pizza that they're really right about to throw into a trash can. And how many people work in food service? Probably a lot, right? Yeah. So how many people have witnessed this? Show of hands. So many people have witnessed it. And historically, there have been all these barriers. People have always thought that liability was an issue, that maybe it'd be extra costs. And as students, we were young and idealistic, and we basically said, you know what? We're going to research this. We're going to convince our dining hall director, no matter what it takes, we're going to make this happen. We're going to start donating this extra food from our dining hall. And, it was really amazing. It was 100, 200 pounds of food every single night. And we could not believe how much food it was. And thinking back how many decades the University of Maryland had just been wasting all of that food, we estimated somewhere potentially around 60,000 pounds of food a year from a big state school like University of Maryland. So we created this program. We started small. Very simple program. Students show up at their dining hall. They donate their extra food. We called it Food Recovery Network 4 years ago. This was my first senior year. I ended up doing 3 senior years. Because I was dreaming big. So, we created the program, and a lot of students would have stopped there. In fact, I've met a lot of students who've created programs. We were not the first campus food recovery program, but we were the first, to first set of co-founders who created a program, but then dreamed bigger. And so we set our eyes on, expanding, going national. That was the catchphrase. Let's go national. And we continued to spread across the country. Our first year got to from 1 college to 4 colleges. Next year from 4 to 22. And then we got a huge investment from Sodexo Foundation. And thank you guys so much. Let's give it up. And we like to joke about it, but I mean, they must have been on something to give such a large grant. I was in, my second senior year at the time, And, I continued to be a student for a whole nother year during that grant process of trying to run the organization and be a student. And my co-founders were all younger than me as well. And, but they gave us $300,000, and we were like, oh my God, we got to do good by this. And, we had dreamed so big, we said we were going to get to 75 colleges our first year. And we were unsure if we could make it. At times it was a little stressful. We weren't sure if we'd hit that goal. We ended up going from 22 colleges to 98 colleges in our first year. And that was the impact that Sodexo Foundation made. They took a little bit of a risky bet on us, as students, and we have made a tremendous impact. To be able to have full-time staff has made a huge difference for us. And we have donated 650,000 meals, our students across the country. We have several thousands of student volunteers every single year. And what really inspires me is that this is the next generation of nonprofit leaders. These students are now going off, and we have a student who just graduated from Bellarmine University, and she has written a book about hunger and homelessness. We have a student at University of Arkansas that is now creating a regional network, food recovery network, and they've gotten over $300,000 investment from Tyson Foods. Tyson, what are you thinking? Why are you? Come on. So our students have dreamed big, and one of the most rewarding parts about this partnership is that we've been able to dream big together and co-conspire with Sodexo Foundation, and we actually launched a program together because after putting higher education on track to be the first sector of the economy where food recovery is now the norm instead of the exception, which is really exciting. But after doing that, we've noticed the problem's even bigger than universities, and the whole food system is ripe for change. So, we've partnered with Sodexo Foundation on another exciting program called Food Recovery Certified. It's the first certification program for food recovery. And we are now creating a corporate consulting program for food recovery so that big food corporations who want to do the right thing, want to donate their extra food, but may not have the staff power or know-how, can come to us and we can help build out food recovery programs. So it's really exciting, and we believe that over the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to see a huge shift in the food system. As soon as people basically realize that you're not going to get sued for donating your extra food is really what it comes down to. Am I right? Yeah, it's the Bill Emerson Good Samaritan Act is the law that protects people from liability. It's been around since 1996, but most people have never heard of it and are not donating their food because they've never heard of that. So we really believe with Food Recovery Network and with Sodexo. George, I noticed your ending hunger dream is to donate 1 million pounds of recovered food through your investments with Sodexo Foundation over the next 12 months. We are going to make that happen in partnership with the Campus Kitchens Project. We are going to donate 1 million pounds thanks to your support. And over the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to see the industry shift from food waste to food recovery. So one thing I want to leave you all with is basically this. It's a hopeful note. Is the power of food recovery, that Sodexo Foundation has really honestly played a pioneering role in the foundation community to help unlock the power of food recovery. But food recovery has amazing power to stop hunger in America. It's actually estimated by the NRDC that if America just recovered 15% of the food that's currently being wasted, it would cut hunger in half. It would feed 25 million Americans. It's amazing power. America grows enough food to feed everybody. Nobody deserves to go hungry. And, this is something that we can't do alone. Sodexo Foundation can't do alone. We really need a whole network of people. So we are a student movement. So I'm going to do this shamelessly. What we really need is a wave, right? We need a wave of change. And you all go to sports games, right? Am I right? So people way in the back, I hope you can hear me. That side, what was that, table 1 over there or something? You guys, wait, raise your hands way in the back, left side. You can hear me, okay. All right, we're gonna do a wave of change. And as we do it, we're gonna say, woo! I have a housemate from Denmark, and he loves to just say, woohoo! He has a really deep voice, and he says, woohoo! Just randomly. So, all right, so everybody say, woohoo! All right, so when the wave gets to you, say, woohoo! All right? And one quick note, okay? If this is just a dinner you're just planning on showing up to, but then your ending hunger dream is going to end after that, don't stand up, all right? Just, stay, eat your watermelon, okay? Don't worry about standing up. But if you have a real ending hunger dream, and if you take hunger personally, stand up and say woohoo. All right? You guys ready? You don't sound like you're ready. Say yeah if you're ready. You guys ready? All right. All right, so starting on that side, this side, say woohoo and do the wave. Oh, God. All right. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, it sounded like real eerie for a while, like a ghost, like, woo! I don't know. All right, guys, I'm wrapping up, but I want to thank Sodexo Foundation. Really, thank you for helping us to dream big, for helping to unlock this huge potential in food recovery, and for believing in my co-founders and myself as we started to dream big and as we continue to dream big and take this to the next level. And I also want to thank everybody else in the room who's also played a really crucial role here. So thank you so much. This would not have been possible without you. And thank you so much for giving us the chance and the opportunity to help fight hunger. Thanks a lot.